Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks so much for joining us for 12 News at 4. I'm Tram Mai. Some folks in the East Valley are still waking up to the smell of smoke from a landfill fire on the Salt River Indian Reservation that sparked over the weekend. Take a look at this video here. That fire, which is still burning, ignited just off the Beeline Highway and Gilbert Road. Crews contained the blaze to a mound of green waste within the landfill on Saturday, hence the smell. Meteorologist Chris Dunn is joining me now to answer the big question everyone is asking. Is this affecting our air quality, Chris?
You know, Tram, for some, it will have an impact, especially close to where the fire is. But for most of the valley, don't worry about it too much. We're worried about the particulate matter that gets thrown up into the air and then spreads out from where the fire is. This is a look at Camelback Mountain right now. As you can see, the skies are pretty clear and the visibility is pretty good. From the Maricopa County air quality monitors in this area, Fountain Hills and the North Valley, we're in the green, which is the good category right now. But as we go into tomorrow, the forecast is for moderate air quality because of those particulates, specifically called PM10s. That's 10 microns, and that's the kind of stuff that you can breathe in, and that could cause sensitive people or small children some problems with breathing in that area. So it's mainly for the North Valley area. And a lot of times when we get these fires and big plumes of smoke showing up, they will show up on the satellite, and we're not seeing any signs of that smoke showing up right now on our visible satellite picture. And I checked out the radar, and sometimes those little particles can also show up on the radar. So we're not seeing that right now. So it doesn't look like the smoke plume is that bad at this time. However, at certain times in the night, Tram, it can get quite bad. So for the rest of this evening, calm winds, which means that smoke that's coming up from the fire is not going to spread out and go to a widespread area.
Yeah, okay, so let's quickly recap again. You talked about those small particulate matter in the air. So bottom line, who does this affect, this bad air quality?
Mainly the elderly, small children, and people with respiratory problems. So if you have asthma or something like that, best to just stay indoors if you live in those areas. Anthem, Glendale, Scottsdale, Fountain Hills, Cave Creek.
Yeah, the smoke and the smell is really widespread. Speaking of the smell, though, I've heard a couple of people up in our newsroom saying that it smells worse at night. Why is that?
Because of the inversions. We're familiar with that in the wintertime especially, but even at this time of the year, a temperature inversion sets up where the cold air kind of settles in and everything kind of gets trapped in the valley. So that smoke doesn't have anywhere to go. So it gets all trapped and it's just kind of stagnant air until it really gets mixed up and the sun comes out and kind of scours it out.
Okay, well, we'll get your forecast for tomorrow and see if it's as worse as today. All right, thank you so much, Chris.